Hello and welcome to the Align Project's webinar series on engineering agile big data systems. In this webinar series, we are showing how the latest breakthroughs in computer science research are helping organizations to deal with the practical challenges of big data. The series consists of 5 case studies from a range of different sectors. In each case, we show how tools developed in the European Horizon 2020 Align project are enabling large communities of users to leverage the value of their data.
Hi, I'm Christian, and today we are going to talk about how Aligned is making data more flexible and easy to use. This video describes our work in the European Horizon 2020 project Aligned within a specific but in fact very common use case scenario. Aligned is developing solutions for managing the complexity of building software that deals with large-scale data. This demo highlights work from Trinity College Dublin, Leipzig University, the University of Oxford, the Semantic Web Company, Wolters Kluwer Germany, and AMU in Poznan. The topic we want to address is a well-known issue in companies that have relational databases in place. These databases very often contain business-relevant data and are therefore well integrated in the company's data process flows. Problem is, however, that the database structure has grown over time, is very complex and not well documented. So actually nobody wants to touch the database structure because the impact is unclear and the risk that subsequent processes are corrupted is high. On the other hand, more and more data errors and workarounds are built within and aside the database so that maintenance costs and risks of system failure are growing rapidly. To create a completely new database is a major effort, and success is not sure since not all side effects are known in advance. Therefore, we are exploring novel re-engineering approaches which avoid by design most of the problems above. Fortunately, we can be sure that within 5 years we are not in the same situation again as we currently are. In addition, the approach enables us to address severe data quality issues and is therefore not only critical for the new and sustainable data model, but also for consistent and reliable instance data. Let's take a quick look at the agenda. We will briefly introduce Wolters Kluwer so that you know where we come from and why we are thrilled to be part of Aligned. Then we will talk in more detail about the IPG product and the use case itself. Finally, we will summarize the major results and point you to additional sources to stay informed. Now let's have a short glance at Wolters Kluwer. We are a global information service provider with a focus on the legal business, tax, accounting, finance, audit, risk, compliance, and healthcare market. As you can see on this slide, we serve customers on all continents and have local business in more than 40 countries. We provide solutions to customers in over 180 countries in total and have content in at least a dozen different languages. We have around 19,000 employees and 4.3 billion euros revenue in 2016. On this slide, I want to show you the dramatic and disruptive transformation process we have managed since a bit more than 10 years. We were a traditional publisher back in 2004 with mainly print business. Today, we are a software and services company where digital solutions are creating the core added value for our professional customers. This is also reflected in the portfolio shift from general information offerings like classical research databases via workflows and tools towards data-driven analytics and insights, so that we can cover all core processes of our target groups in a unique and integrated fashion. Participation in collaboration research projects like Aligned is crucial to us remaining at the cutting edge of innovation in highly competitive markets. Still, there are quite a few practical problems that require our attention and creativity. One example is our IPG application, a legal information system on company data developed and successfully positioned in the market for a long time by Wolters Kluwer, Poland. This slide is showing a graph-based view on important business relationships that IPG manages. For example, information about companies and their internal structures with respect to subsidiaries, etc. The same goes for key people like CEOs and senior management in general. One core feature of the application is that the user can follow this relationship network over time and sees how companies and people move from one professional setting to another and how this influences the network partially or as a whole. All this information is very important, for example, in mergers and acquisitions, tax fraud investigation, and litigation activities. As shown in the previous slide, the added value mainly comes from the relationships, but the sheer amount of information available is itself a striking sales argument. Typed company data, information about people and associated documents create a huge information pool which then is accessible via a number of different structured relationships in addition to traditional searches. The diagram on the right shows the top level of relationships within the application. Complexity lies beneath this level. On this slide we present the IPG problem statement, mainly around volume and complexity on the one hand, and data quality issues on the other hand. As already mentioned, IPG is a commercial intelligence system developed by Wolters Kluwer, Poland, that contains data about Polish companies gathered from court registers and other sources. The dataset consists of over 450,000 companies, 1.1 million people, and 3.5 million documents, all of them interlinked. Data is gathered mostly as XML from various sources and processed through a proprietary CMS and a standard SQL database for content enrichment and validation into a final search index which serves data for the end user. The software development lifecycle is mostly autonomous from the data lifecycle. Both of them not changing very often, but are expected to be changing in the next few years as major upgrades are planned. IPG data is also expected to be enriched with data originating from new sources, including publicly available repositories and third-party datasets. A major problem is data quality, including missing or incoherent data, as well as semantic inconsistencies which could be detected and corrected by using aligned tools. Within Aligned, many partners have worked on solving the issues described above, and we think that we have achieved a solution which is very promising and has already proven its general applicability in a proof-of-concept environment with real data. In order to achieve this, we have used, integrated and tested all four major Aligned tools: the Model Catalog, Semantic Booster, Dakura and RDF Unit. For more details on the tools themselves, we want to point you to our Aligned YouTube channel, where these tools are described in dedicated videos in more detail. For the IPG use case, we have done the following. We use the Model Catalog to collaboratively manage a subset of the IPG data model. Future releases will broaden the scope of the model. Semantic Booster is used to generate a working implementation of the model in a SQL database with an API and GUI. This tool also enforces a range of data integrity constraints and business rules, improving quality already. In addition, Semantic Booster exposes the data as RDF triples, which is then used by RDF Unit to run advanced data quality checks. Having the data in RDF opens us also for further linking and integration into existing semantic web tools and datasets. Currently, we verify a solution based on IPG prototypical implementation of aligned tools on a larger IPG dataset. Also, we are adapting Booster to enable model changes with data preservation while changing the semantic schema. Based on our efforts so far, I would like to summarize the main findings and give you some additional hints in case your company is faced with similar challenges. These were the main challenges with respect to technology, data, and the overall processes. Within technology, it was the transition from traditional to semantic technology. Adopt appropriate semantic web solutions in our infrastructure and linking various components of these environments. With respect to data, to improve data quality in large and complex databases by enforcing constraints automatically, saving manual effort not just in tracking errors, but also in correcting them. And the process? The administrator interface currently requires manual coding each time the database changes, increasing the cost of evolving the data store. The model-driven Semantic Booster default interface can be used to save these efforts. In addition to the challenges, here are some more general lessons learned that we have incorporated in our thinking. Please use semantic technologies for data-intensive systems and datasets, as it will help to better describe, understand, communicate, and validate the data. Also, integrate targeted, dedicated components that play nicely together so that you can achieve a major technological upgrade of your overall solution. But don't start with a big design upfront approach. Start small and take small steps by integrating one tool after the other. Semantic technologies are well suited for these iterative approaches. In case you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me directly. I will also be attending Semantics Conference in September in Amsterdam. Or have a look at our Aligned project website and YouTube channel for further detail. All our public deliverables, videos, and links to tools and models can be found here, along with regular updates on further project progress within IPG and beyond. I want to thank you all for your attention.
This webinar is part of the Align series on engineering agile big data systems. There are 4 other webinars in the series which look at applying the latest breakthroughs in computer science research to the practical challenges of big data in different domains. You can find them, along with lots more videos, on the Aligned YouTube channel.